Soon after, the Canadian government decided to intoxicate him with multiple drugs, beat him, and then kidnap him. Once they did, they readied him for a procedure that enlaced his skeleton with adamantium.
Hmm.
After this was done, he lost his memories again.
How many times is this gonna happen? Seriously.
And he completely loses it now. He breaks out and he breaks out of the department after the procedure and goes into the wild. Soon he was found by a couple honeymooning in the Canadian Alps.
Canada.
And they decided to bring him back into the government because one of them was a head of a department called Department H.
Okay, Weapon X, Department H. What is up with that?
I don't know. Letters are apparently very important in Canada.
Canada.
Anyway, soon after the debut of the Fantastic Four, Department H decided to create their own superhero team. So, after a while, they created a superhero team called Alpha Flight.
Oh.
The only one missing in this picture is Wolverine. Obviously.
Yeah. That guy, that big furry guy looks like Thing, just furry.
Now, after quite a few missions during the Alpha Flight phase of his life, Charles Xavier came up to him and asked him to help him rescue the original X-Men from the island of Krakoa.
I always thought that Wolverine was part of the originals.
No, he wasn't. Anyway, he decided to quit Alpha Flight, and after rescuing the originals, they went out to find a new life that was more normal, while he joined the X-Men entirely. And then he got this strange golden brown suit, which he switches on and off of in other comics.
Yeah, we don't know why. I think he just likes to dress up.
After joining the X-Men, he had plenty of fantastic adventures in multiple teams.
Fantastic.
One of which was the Avengers. Yeah, that's right, he joined the Avengers.
Mostly because, well, I've noticed that almost every single superhero joins the Avengers.
That's not even true. Not even close.
I mean, like a Marvel.
Nope, still no.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And also, at one point, he created his own school for X-Men. Yeah, Charles Xavier was dead.
So it was...
Cyclops and Wolverine had differing views on how to treat the kids. They split up. It's basically how this stuff happens.
Did Wolverine be harsh?
No.
Oh.
He was actually the one who was in the right on this point. These are a list of Wolverine's powers.
The powers that we will name.
Wolverine has an incredible healing factor.
You can't touch this. Da, 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 da.
No, that's not what it does, Idan.
Oh, you can't touch me, but I'm invincible.
This does actually make him Are you done?
Yeah.
Good. This does actually make him somewhat invincible unless you stop his powers and then kill him, or you're able to cut off his head.
Yeah.
Or use a Muramasa blade.
What's a Muramasa blade again?
It's a blade that was forged by the demon Muramasa to kill mutants.
That guy sounds like a jerk.
Yeah, the strange thing is he gave both of them to Wolverine.
Maybe just...
I guess the second one was meant for him.
So now he can do dual Muramasa blade to anyone?
Actually, this first one made him go crazy, so he gave it to another person.
Let me guess. Somebody who's already crazy.
And the second one he doesn't really just use that often.
He'll only use it if he has to.
Yeah. Well, not really. He doesn't use it at all.
Really? Because I'm expecting, like, Sabretooth...
Yeah, Donnie just doesn't, okay? He doesn't. Got it? Got it? Got it?
Got it.
Also, this allows him to be a very good fighter. This lets him go through a lot of pain, so in all honesty, he's probably better than Captain America at this point.
It also makes him immortal.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say immortal, but probably he'll last 10 years longer than he would have as a normal human.
I'll
10 times longer.
Yeah, 10 times, that's what I was going to say.
This also allows him to do great feats like jump off high buildings and survive.
Like in Portal.
Survive a full blast from Cyclops' optic beams.
Wow.
A lot of stuff.
Hmm.
This also allowed him to travel around the world without really being mugged.
Yeah, we go like, hey, you're getting mugged. No!
Yeah. Also, he was able to learn keen animal instincts.
Hey, I know you're there.
So he can smell good, he can hear good, and he's very agile. Kind of like a real Wolverine.
Yeah. But also, another name for him, which was rejected, was Wolf.
You wish you were Yumish. Because their animal is the Wolverine.
I know.
Another one of his powers are his 6 12-inch bone claws.
Claws.
They are very sharp.
Deal with it.
And they heal every single time they are ever broken.
It's like this. Yeah, I broke one of his claws. Aww.
Yeah. They come out of his hand whenever he commands them to.
And they're not edible.
Yeah. But they normally come out when he's angry.
I warn you, I've tried to eat them.
Yeah. Later on, they're also encased with adamantium, so they're also invincible.
Yeah. So if Wolverine was real and it was in the present, I'm gonna break your bones. It won't work.
Yeah. So that's how it is now. He also has an adamantium skeleton. This was encased during the Weapon X project, in which he lost his memories again, but now his bone claws are even stronger and indestructible.
Yes.
But I mean, sure enough, if they ever broke before, they would have just healed back because of his healing factor. But still, it's nice to have them more indestructible. That way you can always use them.
Also, if they were dull and edible, people would take them off, eat them, and go like, I eat the bones.
Okay. I suppose that would be true, but I don't think anybody would be willing to eat a metal alloy.
I said if they were edible.
I still don't think anybody would try.
I would.
Think about it, it's that sharp, that could probably cut your mouth.
I said dull.
Fair enough. This is some random trivia that you guys probably don't know. Wolverine was rumored to originally be an actual Wolverine, artificially evolved by Herbert Wyndham, the High Evolutionary. However, in 1976, Marvel rushed the character Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, into publication, and unable to come up with an origin in such a short time, used the origin they put aside for Wolverine, with the animal changed to a spider, obviously. This left Wolverine without an origin for a number of years. The idea was later thrown out with the character saying, "We are interested in stories about humans, not evolved animals."
We are not evolved animals.
Wolverine was intended to be a teenager by co-creator Len Wein, but that idea was dropped.
Thank God.
It was originally intended for Wolverine's adamantium claws to be part of his gloves rather than the part of his body. During his first full appearance in The Incredible Hulk number 181, the claws were shown as flat, straight, double-edged blades that were never extracted or retracted. This idea was changed by Chris Claremont because he felt that by not having the gloves as part of his anatomy, then anyone could be Wolverine by simply putting on the gloves.
Yeah, I think that was a bright idea.
Marvel had a large number of fans in Canada and
Canada.
thought it would be a smart decision to create the first Canadian hero for Marvel.
Canada.
Thus, the basis for Wolverine was created.
Canada.
Wolverine carries a medical card stating that he is a war veteran who has had metal implants to help when metal detectors in airports.
So he better not go into an airport.
Yeah. In the comic magazine Wizard, of their top 200 heroes, Wolverine was number 1.
Wow. I was expecting that to be number 10, but number 10 or lower, but no, it's number 1. Wow. He is like almost invincible.
Wolverine was once captured by S.H.I.E.L.D. and imprisoned in the Cage. His prison number was 412075. When the other heroes are describing Wolverine, Namor stated that Wolverine is the worst swimmer, which is later confirmed by Logan.
He should really take swimming lessons.
Wolverine made a cameo appearance in the pages of DC's JLA #1. In this scene, Wolverine and Victor Von Doom, Dr. Doom, are executed by a supervillain team known as HyperClan.
Hyper!
We rate Wolverine 9 adamantium claws out of 10.
Yes, and we ask you if you can pick our next hero.
Yes, pick the next person that we're going to do. It could be somebody from DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Star Trek, Star Wars, any single fictional thing. Any video game that you can think of.
Any card game.
Anything.
I want you to pick our next hero.
You're not Uncle Sam.
I know. Whoa, ha, 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 ha. Just kidding.
Yeah. Let that be on your conscience.
Or will it?
I don't think you understand what that means.
No.
Huh. Well,
learn something new every day.
Look it up, everyone.
And deal with it.
Again, not what should go there. Well, see you next time.